In question number 40, two non-collinear vectors are given, A and B, and they are inclined at an angle 2 pi by 3. Their modulus is also given. You have to find the distance of P from origin, which is nothing but the modulus of OP. So here you can directly take modulus of OP because OP is given here in the question. So OP vector modulus, that is our required distance. That is equal to, okay, let us take whole square. We will take square root later. Mod of e power t plus e power minus t into a vector, mod of this whole square plus e power t minus e power minus t into b vector, mod of that whole square. This is like mod a square plus mod b square. Then I will have to take another term, that is plus 2 mod a e power t plus e power minus t whole into a vector mod into mod b, that is e power t minus e power minus t into b vector whole mod into cos of 2 pi by 3. So we have used the formula for resultant of two vectors. So now after this, if I simplify, since some values are given in the question, you can write this is equal to e power t plus e power minus t whole square. With that there should be a 9 because mod a is 3 plus e power t minus e power minus t whole square into 4, and then cos of 2 pi by 3 is minus half, so that will get cancelled with 2 and we will be getting 12, that is mod a into mod b, 12 into e power t plus e power minus t into e power minus t, e power t minus e power minus t. So that is the simplification. Now if I just put the values of e power t plus e power minus t whole square, if I expand them, I will get e power 2t. 9 times, there is a mistake here, this should be 16, should be not 4. Right. So total I will get 13 times e power 2t, and I will get 37 times e power minus 2t, and then there will be minus 14. This is after simplification. Now we know that by am greater than or equal to gm, you can write this is greater than or equal to 2 into 13 into 37, that is for the first two terms, under root, that is am greater or equal to gm applied only for the first two terms, then minus 14 is separate. So here I can rewrite it by taking 2 common, and that will give us root over 13 into 37, which is some number, okay, which is a number we can find, but it is not required to find here. So this. Now this is the value of mod OP whole square. So if I take only mod OP, there will be a square root. So that we can write finally here. You can write mod of OP, and I am writing this as greater or equal to, so that is the minimum value. Now I can write this as root under this. So therefore, if I compare it with our given expression, value of y will become 7. So our answer is 7. Okay. In question number 41, the function is cubic and it has a local maximum at x equal to minus 1. That means f dash will be 0 at x. x equal to minus 1, and f dash x has a local minimum at x equal to 1. That means if f dash x has local minimum at x equal to 1, that means its derivative, that is f double dash x, f double dash x will be 0 at x equal to 1. So I can write f double dash x equal to a into x minus 1, where our a is positive, because if I take further derivative, that third derivative should be positive, since f dash has local minimum. Okay, so this is our assumption. Let f dash x, f double dash x is like this. This assumption is based on the fact that is given in the question. Now, if I integrate both sides, I will get, if I integrate both sides, I will get f dash x equal to a into x minus 1 whole square by 2 plus some constant b. Right, but it is given that fx is maximum, fx is attaining local maximum at x equal to minus 1. That means f dash will be 0 for x equal to minus 1. So f dash of minus 1 will be 0, which implies f dash of minus 1 is 0, which will imply, if I put that value here, it will give us b equal to minus 2a. Now, so I have got that. So therefore I can write our f dash x equal to a into, okay, let us take a by 2. Okay, it is a into x minus 1 whole square by 2 minus 2, replacing b by minus 2a, which will eventually become a by 2 into x minus 1 into x minus 3 after few simplification. Now let us look at the question. It is given that f of minus 1 equal to 10 and f of 3 equal to minus 22. Then 1/4 of the distance between two horizontal tangents. Distance between two horizontal tangents is what? That we have to find. What is the meaning of that? Let us try to understand graphically. Say I have that cubic function graph like this. Let us say this is our x-axis, and the cubic function graph is like this. At minus 1, the function is having local maximum, so let us take it this way. So this point is minus 1, this point is 3, because just now I have seen derivative is equal to a by 2 into x minus 1 into x minus 3, which will become 0 for x equal to, this in this factorization there is a mistake, let me change that. It should be x minus 1, x plus 1 into x minus 3. Okay, so now in this graph we can see that if we have maximum value at minus 1, minimum value at 3, and the horizontal tangents to the curve will be like this. This is one horizontal tangent, this is another horizontal tangent. So we can understand the value or the distance between the two horizontal tangents will be from here to here, that is distance between these two tangents, which is nothing but f of minus 1 minus f of 3. Okay, so therefore we can write that required result is 1/4 of f of minus 1 minus f of 3 mod. I have to take mod because I do not know which one is maximum and which one is positive, which one is negative. But these two values are given in the question, so let us take them. Okay, it is clearly given that f of minus 1 is 10 and f of 3 is minus 22. So no problem at all. I put those values and I will get 1 by 4 into mod of 10 minus 22. So it is not required to put mod since I know the sign. So finally our answer is 32 by 4, that is 8. So that is our answer that I can put here.